A new patch for Gwent is out. Monsters and Northern Realms got nerfed, and Skellige's Scoia'tael remained about the same. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is TheSparrowsJourney, and on this video, we're gonna go and read and discuss a little bit about the Gwent changes for this new patch that is out now. I'm gonna put the link to the patch notes on the description of this video, and on the video itself, I'm gonna highlight what I think is most important. Let's start by each and every single faction. I think everybody saw this one coming. The monsters no longer can keep a golden unit with their faction ability for the next round. So no more of those plays where you just throw your leader ability, or you throw Geralt or any other golden strong card and then get to keep it for the next round with your passive. That will no longer happen. You can only keep a card for the next round if it is silver or bronze. Iridan, which used to be a golden card, one of the leaders of the monsters, will now become silver when put on the battlefield, but it's also immune to frost, and it will belong to the Wild Hunt category. This means you will be able to play it together with cards like Nithril, which is a card that does 1 damage on the opposite side cards whenever a Wild Hunt card is played on the board. Northern Realms is the other faction that got heavily nerfed, and Ho Philippa, you will not like this. Philippa will no longer affect golden cards when reducing their strength down to 1. So only bronze and silver cards will be affected from now on the same row. Philippa was too much. Philippa was overpowered in my own opinion. It is a card that, if you leave it for last, it's a game changer card. Now, a card can be that, but Philippa was always that. A very powerful card is supposed to be a game changer, yes, but in certain situations. Philippa was useful almost in every single situation, and it always gave you the game. It always won the game for you. The fact that it is now disloyal makes it more important to decide if you really want to play it or not, because its strength was increased from 6 to 12, so you're basically giving 12 strength to the enemy's team. The trebuchets also no longer buff each other. Also, their damage was reduced from 2 to 1. Lastly, what I want to highlight is Priscilla now will draw 2 revealed cards, and the player will get to choose which one he wants to have to play on the board. You no longer have 2 cards, but you get to choose at the very least one certain one. Monsters and Northern Realms changes are certainly for the best. Trebuchets, Philippa, and the monsters faction were really unbalanced, and they were making the game not only annoying but also very boring to play at times when people just kept playing Northern Realms and monsters over and over again. This not only makes the game a little bit more balanced for obvious reasons, but it will also hopefully branch out people to other factions so that we can have a more variety session whenever we play. Skellige got a nerf, but he also got some buffers, so it stays about the same. Although the Shieldsmith's strength was increased from 3 to 4, their buffs was now decreased from 4 to 2. I'm mainly a Skellige player, so I really do not like this, but I do believe it makes the game a little bit more balanced, because the Shieldsmith's buff is to the base strength, so you can never get it down with stuff like the Dimitrium Bomb. The Raiders, which is a card that normally is put on the battlefield when you try to discard it, they will now count as a discard despite their ability being triggered. Why is this so important? Because cards like the Captain, which get buffed when a card is discarded, will now benefit from this, whereas before they would not get any buff whatsoever. So now we have a new medic category in the game. To that category, you now have 2 units. You have the medic from the Northern Realms, and you have the Priestess of Freya from Skellige. And what happens is, you cannot resurrect a card from the medic category. You cannot resurrect a Priestess of Freya with another Priestess of Freya. The same thing can be said about the medics in Northern Realms. I'm gonna try to say this name right because I never get it done. The Dimitrium Bomb now resets gold unit strength. This for me is a big one. This further brings down the strength of the Northern Realms deck. People that, for instance, try to buff the hell out of their cards and then make them golden, the bomb will now bring their strength down even if they are golden. I don't know, I am sort of concerned that this might make it unfair for Northern Realms, because one of their strengths was actually making cards golden so that you wouldn't be able to affect them in any single way. But this, at the very least, stops Northern Realms from being able to buff one card in one round and then give it Adrenaline Rush, for instance, which is one of their common tactics, and keep it for the next round golden, winning 2 rounds with just 1 play in one single round. These are the changes I thought they were worth mentioning and highlighting in the whole list. If you have any other changes you would like to talk about and discuss, please do so in the comment section. If you disagree with something that was changed, or if you think something else should be changed, let me also know in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check the whole list of changes. I'll put the link in the description below. Have a nice day. My name has been TheSparrowsJourney. Have some good games. Bye-bye.